What's going on, guys? I am with the Moose, back with another episode of my Seattle Mariners franchise. We played a bunch of games since you guys last saw us, so let's get right into it. First up, we played against the Cleveland Indians, and we actually were able to score 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to secure a victory. Almost gave up the lead in the top of the 9th, I believe, with Fernando Rodney, but we somehow did come away with the win. It was a little bit of a tough game. Dominic Leon pitched a solid game, 1 1/3 in relief, but overall, tough game. J.A. Happ pitched well, and we got the victory. That's what matters. Right here against New York, we actually got the victory again with King Felix on the mound, I should say. Definitely nice to see that. Let's see what we did. We had a home run with Cano and Seager, 4 RBIs with Cano. I believe it was a grand slam, actually, so that was pretty cool. I love to see that, and that was in the bottom of the 8th inning. Really secured the victory for us. Made it so that we didn't have to worry too much about it. Felix Hernandez coming in with six innings pitched, only giving up 1 run, 6 Ks as well. So he's starting to improve a little bit. Next game, we were unable to be victorious. We lost in 11 innings. Almost came back after the Yankees scored 3 runs in the top of the 11th. Of course, many of our hitters had 6, 5 at bats, stuff like that. A bunch of guys had hits. I had 16 hits total. Kind of ridiculous that I wasn't able to pull off a victory. Jesus Montero hits another home run in that one, but we couldn't win that one. Taijuan Walker on the hill now, and you guys saw right there. He's 1-7 now. Just an unbelievably bad record and a terrible ERA as well, nearing 6. Gave up home runs to Chase Headley, Brian McCann. Bunch of runs scored for the Yankees. They scored 10. We ended up scoring 6. We somehow made a game of it at the end. But really, we were pretty far away. Mike Zunino hit a home run. Bunch of guys had RBIs as well. And as you guys can see here, Taijuan Walker, 8 earned runs in 4 1/3 innings. Kevin Correa coming in with a big-time innings, 4 2/3. He did give up 2 runs, but overall, I'm just glad that he was able to save our bullpen a little bit. Next game, we scored 7 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. To pretty much fuel our entire offense. Able to pull out a victory in this one. Cano had 2 RBIs. Logan Morrison, Ricky Weeks, John Baker even getting into the action, and Brad Miller all had RBIs as well. James Paxton, once again, great game. One of his worst games of the season, to be frank. 3 earned runs is pretty bad for him, which is just saying something because that's pretty darn good. Next game up against the Tampa Bay Rays, again, we were unfortunately able to lose this one, which kind of sucked. Only had 4 hits the entire game. Really kind of struggled to do anything. Justin Reggiano was really the only hitter to do anything. Chris Archer just completely shut me down. Tried to come back in the bottom of the 9th, but it was just too little too late, and we weren't able to pull a victory out in that one. And then King Felix once again on the mound against the Rays in this one. They scored 3 in the 5th, 6th, and 7th combined. But we were able to score 5 before that and really able to take that win. Felix pitched pretty well. He could have pitched better, but overall pitched fine. Brad Miller actually had a 3-run home run in this one, which was pretty cool to see. Felix, like you see here, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts in 7 innings. Really pitched well, and hopefully he can keep bringing that ERA down. But let's get into the game now. We're playing against the Rays again, the rubber match of the series. We got Hisashi Iwakuma on the mound. He's 3-4, 3.63 ERA. They got Drew Smiley, so hopefully we can pick up where we left off and dominate with Iwakuma here. Jumping into this one right away with Hisashi Iwakuma on the hill. He gets a strikeout to start off the game. Very nice to see that. Really rocking with his splitter this game right there. Get a ground out to first base as we split to the challenge. They actually called him safe at first when he was out by a good step or so. We were able to challenge that and complete it and actually get the out. And then Iwakuma, next batter, gets a little roller out to Kyle Seager at third base, and a nice solid first inning for Hisashi Iwakuma, something we definitely wanted to see since he's been, not the starter I wanted him to be all season. He's been okay, nothing crazy. Right here, Austin Jackson, nice rip to center field, but really couldn't get it to drop in. But yeah, Iwakuma's been good all season, but he hasn't been great, and I've wanted him to be a solid number 2 starter, like a top-of-the-line number 2 starter, and on a bad team, what would be a great number 1 starter. So Iwakuma this game definitely proved to be, that caliber of a pitcher, and hopefully I can continue that as I move on. I think in the past, in previous games I had pitched with him, I really didn't establish his splitter well enough, and that's why, he really didn't pitch that effectively. Right here, Brad Miller tries to channel his best. Derek Jeter couldn't get the throw there in time, though. Great play. I mean, it almost paid off. And then another single at the middle here. So obviously, Iwakuma was struggling a little bit in this inning, but I do believe we're able to get out of it. 1-2 pitcher here, get a strikeout. That's huge. And just a quick throw down to first to end it out right there. So nothing too bad. And Iwakuma, like I said, really rocking with that splitter, just killing it lately. And hopefully, like I said, I can continue that. Mike Zunino, shocking right there, gets a single down the line. Most people would have gotten a double, but he's pretty slow, so he gets a single. Jesus Montero, nice rip into left center field, or left field, I should say. Couldn't complete that though, or couldn't get that in to drop. And then Brad Miller with a chance to make a play, and he grounds into a double play to third base, so not what we needed at all. Going into the top of the 4th inning now with Iwakuma, get another strikeout, and almost all of these are in the dirt, and we got to throw it on to first every single time pretty much, just because I'm throwing that splitter like, 75% of the time. I mean, why not? If they're swinging and missing, I might as well keep throwing it. It's the best thing I can do. Here we go. Ichiro almost homering for the first time this season. Not quite, though. Just about on the warning track. Just a little bit short for Ichiro. Would have been sick if he got a home run. Right here, Austin Jackson, a base hit right there. He's gotten 2 at-bats now where he's gotten nice, solid hits into center field. Obviously, that one was actually a base hit. Right here, get the steal of second base, which is nice. Jackson has a pretty solid steal percentage and really been happy with what he can do. Right here, Robinson Cano, another blast to center field. Look at that. Just like Ichiro, just to a little bit different part of the park. No problem for Austin Jackson to tag up and get to third base. Maybe not the best decision, but I figure, it's a tie game, 0-0. Might as well take some chances. And then Nelson Cruz, nice, solid hit into left field. I'm not sure if Austin Jackson would have scored from second base on that hit, so I'm glad I took third base on the sac fly, and we're taking a 1-0 lead. And since Iwakuma was dealing like this, I can't imagine I'm going to need even more than 1 run. Obviously, I'd prefer to get more than 1 run, but right there, strikes out 2 more guys that inning, ends out the inning with that, and just a crazy outing so far for him. Another hit here for Austin Jackson. Very impressed with this, and I decided to try to, test it a little bit, go for 2. Luckily, the throw is a little bit offline, and Austin Jackson slides into second. Like I said, not the best base running decision, but hey, sometimes you got to take some chances. Right here, Robinson Cano, I thought this was a guaranteed single. Their shortstop makes the play up the middle with a diving stop, and he gets Cano for the last out of the inning. That just killed me. Right here, man on first, but easy double play, and Iwakuma getting out of another mini jam. Not even really a jam, really, only a couple of guys on base at any one time. Just a crazy good outing for Iwakuma. As always, Kyle Seager getting a base hit. Pretty much a commonplace thing to happen this season. He's been awesome. And then Justin Ruggiano, who has been playing very, very well lately, grounds into a double play that doesn't help us out. So we're still going to be up 1-0. Going into the top of the 9th inning, Fernando Rodney on the hill. First batter, we walk him. That's not good. That's not what we need. Don't walk the leadoff batter. That's not what you want to see. But then next batter, almost the first pitch that I throw, double play ball. Perfect. We're good to go. Fernando Rodney in the game. Should be an easy strikeout. Got James Loney at the dish. 3-2 count, and he rips one into right field, and that is way out of here. Fernando Rodney, blown save, tied 1-1 now. The Rays taking a home run out of the yard in the top of the 9th inning, jumping into the bottom of the 10th inning now, and Justin Ruggiano leads off with a base hit up the middle. That's nice to see. And then Mike Zunino, of all people, ripping one into the gap, left center field, and Mike Zunino is going to be the hero of this game. Justin Ruggiano comes around third base, and he pretty much has no play at home. Ruggiano's safe without a slide, and we win this one in 10 innings. Fernando Rodney, not the best outing, obviously, gave up that monster home run to Loney, but hey, we got the win. That's all that matters, and it was pretty cool to see Mike Zunino get a base hit. 2 hits in this game, actually, which was very, very shocking. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.